Hey, welcome back to Co-Motion Adventures, and today we're going to be changing some parts on the KTM 500, and we're going to start with these Cycra handguards, the plastic parts. As you can see, they're very faded and they no longer match the orange on the rest of the bike, and that's really not affecting their function at all, but I'm just kind of finicky about that kind of stuff. So I'm going to try to make the bike look as best as I can. So you can see I've already changed this one, and I changed the end guards as well, right here. And I changed the grip. When these grips were put on here, that one was actually kind of cut short to fit. And this one here you can see is kind of smushed up here. And so I was able to actually slide down the throttle and the starter switch and slide down the mount for the brake a little bit to be able to slide that all in a little bit to get the full length of the grip in there. And then when you get the grips, the ends of them are solid. So you got to cut the end out to be able to put the bolt and stuff through the ends for the hand guards. Now, I just used an X-Acto knife and cut the end of it out. I tried to do as nice a job as I could. It is pretty tough, but you can't really see the end of it. And actually what I did was I took a stainless steel fender washer, and it actually fits the end of it. So once I put it together, it kind of covers that up anyhow, and you can't see it, and it's stainless steel, so you don't have to worry about it rusting. Just try to make it look a little nicer, a little neater. Now, I actually struggled to find these parts. They're probably not that hard to find. It's just that when I was talking to people at these major motorcycle parts retailers, and I asked when I found them whether or not, looking at the picture, if this Cycra handguard wasn't actually called out for a KTM, but I asked if this was the same as this, and they really couldn't confirm it. But I just went off looking at the picture, and they look the same. This actually has Cycra stamped right here in the back of it. It's kind of hard to see, but I wasn't positive the model was the same. But the holes all worked out, everything. This one's got, and somebody could have put that hole in there, I'm not sure, but this one's got 2 holes in it, and this one's got 3. Now, this end guard here, I think I probably just ordered the wrong one, to be quite honest. But again, it was very hard trying to find help of people to confirm whether or not this stuff was correct or not. So you can see here, these clearly look different. I was able to just cut this off and then drill another hole through it. I just lined it up. When I took the aluminum off, I lined it up and put a hole through the back side, and then took it off and drilled a bigger hole through it. And it worked out just fine. I don't know, like I said, these may still be available. Everything I looked up, I was finding this. But anyhow, I kind of honestly like the looks of this. It says Pro Bend on it a little bigger, and it's got the little emblem there. And I thought it actually looked nicer than this one anyhow. Now here's the new one that'll be going on this side. I already did it on the other side. I didn't really care for the yellow sticker. It really didn't match anything else on the bike, so I took that off immediately. And then when I put the bolt with the washer here, it started kind of pulling up the corner of this sticker, so I peeled that sticker off as well. You can see what this side looks like. I took the aluminum part off here, and I cleaned it up real good with Scotch-Brite to kind of make it look new again. And then the end of it here was a little scuffed up in here, so I actually took some fine sandpaper and sanded a little bit just to take the dings and stuff off of it, and cleaned it up. And this is actually the new Pro Bend. It kind of just curls up underneath there, and you can't see it anyhow. And actually, even though I'm not thinking it's probably the correct one, it came out quite nice. I'm real happy with it. And then this guard, I mean, it's still real durable, real stiff. And it's only got 2 holes in it, and so I just put those in it. And then you can see this is the new grips I put on there. And then you'll see here on the end, yeah, you can see the stainless fender washer. You can just barely see it there. See if it's focused there, right there. And this really caps that off and makes it look a lot nicer. And this is the full length grip. It's not cut down. And you'll see when I come to this side, not only can you see how this has changed colors and it doesn't match the rest of the bike, but you'll kind of see how the grip is kind of smushed up here. Like I said, the other side, someone had cut part of it off of it. So I'm going to do the same thing with this, where I'm just going to move all this down a little bit so I can slide that grip on all the way and it's not all smushed up on the end here. And let's go ahead and get that done. Okay, now getting into this, I noticed that I took this other aluminum handguard piece off here, and someone has got two different bolts. Got this button head style on this one, and then on this side they've got that flat head in there. So I would like to try to locate preferably another one of these flat ones like that, so they're both the same. So I will have to see what I can find, even if I have to replace both of them. So they are the same. See, again, this is a kind of a button head. The inside part of it's the same. It just pulls it and it expands it, and it tightens up inside the bar. So I'll get this cleaned up real good and get everything else done, and I'll just have to do some research and figure out where I can get this bolt at. Now, what I found worked was I just cut this tab off here. Now, you could probably use just about anything to cut it off, but I used a multi-tool, and that's one of the ones that basically vibrates with the blade on the back and forth. And I just cut that off there because it the tab kind of stuck out, and it you see it there, and then it wouldn't let this sit as flat. So I just cut that off there, and the actual shape of it works just fine. And again, like I said, not entirely sure this is the correct one, but I kind of like it better than what came off there, to be quite honest. Now you can see I just took some of this Scotch-Brite here, and that's like the it's kind of brown in color. I've used the red as well, and I think the red would be probably just fine for it, but you can see it really does a nice job of cleaning that up. Kind of makes it look like new again. So now I just have to put that plastic on there and drill that hole in the correct place. You can see fits the bar just fine, kind of clamps tight to it. So the bend is definitely the same, but and it fits pretty tight. I mean, you can peel it off like that. But I don't know, what I did was I went through the back of it here with a little bit smaller drill bit that wouldn't damage the threads. So I'll do that now. Okay, all done, all cleaned up. Got the new end on it. Kind of see what it looks like from the back here. It just kind of curls up underneath there. I think that'll be all right. So I just got to get the new bolt for the end of that, or get a pair of them so they both match, and put that back on. So now it's time to cut this grip off here. You can see this grip is a little longer than the handlebars. There's the metal there, so you got about a 1/4 inch hanging over. So I'm just going to loosen this stuff up here. That's the kill switch. And it looks like I can probably just scoot the kill switch over a little bit. I don't even know if I got to move anything else. And I'll be able to slide that grip over a 1/4 inch so it fits on there all the way. Okay, I've just kind of left this loose right now. But I could push it all the way up against there. I can see the bars hanging out the end of it, so that'll work just fine. And I'll put the grip on first and position the grip. I got the KTM on this side facing kind of up, so I'll make this one the same. And then after I do that, then I'll just, this is loose right now, so I'll just move it back up against the grip once I get that done. I took and just used the Scotch-Brite to clean all the glue off the best I could, and this end has a little bit on it that I scraped off with the razor knife. So the knife or the glue I have been using, and I've used it on some other grips and it's worked well. I'm not saying that's specifically what it's designed for, but I've had no issues, and I'll show it to you. This stuff here, E6000. I used it on the heated Oxford grips I put on my Aprilia, and they seem to be holding okay. But sometimes you get a real hot day and you're riding kind of hard where you're gripping it pretty good. We'll have to see in time how well they hold up. But you know, the first pair of Oxford heated grips I put on my last bike, the glue they gave me did not hold. So I'm just trying something different here. That was the glue they gave me from the factory or from Oxford. I cleaned everything up real well, put that on there, and it held for a little while. And the next thing I know, my grip is moving around on the non-throttle side. But see how this works. So what I do is I just kind of put some beads down through there, and then I put a pair of gloves on, some rubber gloves, and just kind of spread it around there, that it's just kind of a thin coat all the way around, just so it doesn't build up too much when you slide the grip over it. I mean, it still will, and it'll push it up the other end, but I just kind of rub it around like that, and then I just take the glove off and throw it away, because you don't want this glue all over your hands. It'll eventually come off, but the statement there is eventually. So just better just to wear rubber gloves and throw them away when you're done. Okay, you can see that it's the bar is sticking out just a tad bit more than the grip, and grip came out real nice. It was pretty good. Just had to move that that kill switch in just a hair. Now these particular grips, I just got them off of Amazon. Got a part number here. Looks like they're made in Italy, and it says KTM all over the box. So I don't know if it's actual. Looks like it might actually be some sort of a affiliate to KTM, but they weren't very expensive. They were under 30 bucks on Amazon. If you wanted to get a pair like them, I liked the looks of them. They thought they looked pretty good, and they looked like they had pretty good grip to them. This is the Sycra part number. Like I said, it was a perfect match. I think they just didn't want to confirm it was the same thing KTM used, because they couldn't give them an actual part number. It just had Sycra stamped into the back of the factory ones, but it had no part number. It says Sycra at the bottom and made in USA, but no actual part number to be able to say what they were. So that'll look a lot nicer. I just got to get that bolt ordered to, you can even see a good comparison side by side how, I'm assuming that's not the color. Well, you can even see underneath where the washers were, how much they faded. So I'll get that put back on after I ordered those parts. But in the meanwhile, I'll move on to some other projects on this bike. And just like that, the new parts are here, which was about 3 days for me and about 10 seconds for you. So they are the rounded heads, which is okay. I don't know, I guess I preferred the flat side, which must have been just a bolt that someone got that fit in there. And I can see from the old ones here, they give you two different sizes, but these bars take the smaller size. So you can tell that this is the smaller size. So let's go ahead and get these put in and get this thing back together. Okay, so I would suggest, so it doesn't spin inside the bar, that you go ahead and snug it up a little bit and get these to start spreading a little bit. So when you shove it in there, Just keep doing a little bit until you got to kind of tap it in. If not, when you go to tighten it up, which it looks like somebody put a bunch of glue or something in there, it's still not quite tight enough yet. All right, kind of a tap fit now. So I'll go ahead and see if this thing will grab now when I tighten it up. I may have to tighten it a little bit more. Might even be able to put some side pressure on it by pulling on it to get it to stop spinning so it tightens. That seems to be working. Okay. So if you don't do that, it'll just keep spinning inside there and all. I would definitely suggest putting a little blue Loctite on your bolts when you put them back in there, because these single cylinder motorcycles vibrate a lot and things have a tendency to come loose on them. And you certainly don't want to be out riding somewhere and have bolts falling out of your bike. So just put a little dab of that on there before you tighten it back up in there and you'll be good. And just like that, all finished. Got the washer in the end there, kind of covers the end up, makes it look a lot better in my opinion. Can't see the end of the hole of the grip as well. And looks way better than that faded orange did. That's for sure. The other side, I got the bolt in it as well. So it's all finished. Coming along. She's definitely coming along. So I think the next project I'm going to get into in the next video is going to be switching out that chain and sprocket and probably going through everything and making sure everything is greased as it should be and ready to go. And I will bring you along on that experience. Hey, thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Please give it a like, and really would appreciate it if you'd subscribe to the channel. I'm just trying to get started here. I have a lot to learn, as you probably know, especially when you get in your 50s. Technology isn't so easy. So, but I'm getting there slowly. But I really appreciate you following me. I think what we got done today looks way better than it did. I'm really excited to get out and ride this beast. Should be pretty shortly here. Probably within about a month, all this snow is going to be gone and it's going to be beautiful out and it's going to be time to ride. And then we're going to be doing a lot of exploring together instead of just working on motorcycles and reviewing gear. That's definitely my favorite part of it. So thank you for watching again. This is Co-Motion Adventures. And please get out there and find some adventure yourself. Thank you.